Howdy, I'm Holly.
And I'm Larry.
We are back in Ouachita National Forest. We don't know how many miles we're going to do. It's in the afternoon, but we haven't had lunch. We'll stop for lunch at some point in time. We're going to be hiking next weekend and hoping to do like 16 miles. So this, as much as anything, is a trial for my ankle to see how it's healing, and also to let our doggy Rogue Bear have some fun.
So we're going to walk a little bit on the Lake Ouachita Vista Trail in anticipation of walking AT next week.
Well, not the whole AT. just a little bit of it.
Just the approach trail from Mammoth Falls.
But it should be fun.
Oh, I don't know. AT northbound in September sounds like a good idea, especially late September.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, because I'm sure you can make it to Katahdin before it closes.
Sure, we can get Mount Katahdin in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
That's what cars are for, but we're not going that far.
We just won't stop. We're carrying all our food with it for 2 weeks.
All right. See you guys on the trail.
Feel that things are getting hot. I wanna give you everything I've got.
My doggo. There he goes.
Let's go. I'll show you heaven, and we can watch the world from above.
Oh, yeah, cute little campsite.
And every time we're close together, you make me feel so fine. The way you say those magic words and look into my eyes. I get this burning feeling deep in my soul. When you hold me close, don't never let go. No. Girl, you make me lose control when we're moving to the rhythm of love. Yeah, the rhythm of love. The rhythm of love. Yeah, love. The rhythm of love. I'm spinning out of control when we're moving to the rhythm of love. Well, girl, I think this was meant to be, like it was written in our destiny. Well, can you feel the fire as we're moving to the rhythm of love?
Okay. I got to another bench. Perfect place for my husband to sit. There you go, sitting on the bench. And here's a view of the lake from here. Okay, we just stopped for lunch. Thank you, Bob and Papa, for putting this bench here. What was our time before lunch?
We walked for an hour and 19 minutes. We've gone 2.97 miles.
Taking a little side trail. Looks pretty from here. And here's my doggy a chance to get some water without me having to use my water that I brought. The verse of the day today is John 15:4. And in this verse, Jesus is speaking, and he says, "You remain in me, and I will remain in you. The branch that gets cut off from the vine cannot bear fruit, and you cannot be fruitful unless you remain in me." I've been thinking about this verse for a while, and first when I think about being fruitful, it brings me to Galatians. The fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, faithfulness, goodness, and gentleness, self-control. And all of those are both easy and hard. It's easy to love a baby when it's born. They're so cute, innocent, and precious, and you just look at them and immediately fall in love. It's a little harder to love the teenager that is not doing what you want them to do. You still love them. It's just, are you showing love? Faithfulness. Look at how many marriages fall apart. Look at how many people don't stay faithful to a job, or employers that don't stay faithful to their employees when their employees are running into problems. Self-control. When somebody's angry with you, somehow or another, keeping enough self-control and not yell back. And all of these things are possible, but frankly, not possible under my own power. I guess that's why God says, Jesus says that he will remain in us and that we have to remain in him. And to me, to a great extent, that's just marinating in his word and praying. Marinating in his word is something I personally don't think I do well enough. One of the things I love about church, nothing else, every week I take time to hear God's word, to be reminded what he expects me to do, how I'm supposed to live. And that's one of the reasons I really love hiking. Because when I hike, I do stop long enough to think about God's message to me and how I'm supposed to be and ask him for the help that I need, which is pretty constant and every day. But God is faithful, and I absolutely love being able to lean and depend upon him. So I'm glad that Jesus cares enough to remain in me, even when I am not bearing his fruit.
I think I'll go around.
Funny how fast kids grow up. Larry and I have kids that are definitely getting older. Oldest is married. Youngest actually is going to college and working with us. So wonderful having him in business. But it seems like only yesterday that they were kids. When I think about memories, it might be odd, but I have a lot of wonderful memories from the hospital. With both boys having cystic fibrosis, spent a lot of time at Children's Hospital, and I wouldn't wish CF or any sort of illness on anyone. But as long as you have it, my thinking is make the best of what you've got. Embrace what God has given you. So one of the things that we did is build hospital memories. I think the last time Eric went to the hospital, fortunately he's been very healthy, was just before his freshman year of high school. He went into the hospital the last week of summer vacation. He's in the International Baccalaureate program, and one of the requirements was to do an English project over the summer. And normally when you're in the hospital, schoolwork gets a delay. But because he had had the whole summer to work on it, that wasn't. And he had a choice of doing a lot of writing or less writing with some sort of an artistic expression. But he's not good at drawing. One thing about Children's Hospital is they have a lot of art supplies.
We asked for construction paper, modeling clay, and medical stuff such as tongue depressors and face masks.
One of the scenes in the book included a man killing himself. He committed suicide by hanging. And we built a little model of a person, and we took a face mask, which the boys have to wear in hospitals. They wore masks long before it became faddish with COVID. And we took the part that goes over the ears off to be able to get the string that we needed. And we made a little person who was hanging. Eric took a picture with his phone right as I precariously dropped the person because we wanted to take the picture before the string accidentally beheaded our model. Well, we finished this model right as a nurse came into the room. She freaked out. She was so concerned that Eric had death wishes and was just acting it out with the clay or something. I'm not sure. She called in a behavioral specialist. Eric and I just burst out laughing. We said, no suicide. The biggest concern was not getting the English project done on time. And we were very, very thankful for all of the arts and crafts supplies to make his project possible. Glad that he's not wanted to kill himself. I'm also glad he finished his work. And I'm also really glad for the time that I was able to take with my kiddos in the hospital. Maybe it's not the greatest place to vacation, but at the same time, it almost felt kind of like a vacation. It was time to do less work and spend more time just talking and being together. And I'd never wish on this on anybody. But if you're there is definitely a silver lining that can come if you have the right attitude.
We'll probably end up doing a little over 6, which is not even half as much as we're planning to do. It's been a good test trial. Holly's ankle doesn't appear to be bothering her, so that's encouraging. It's kind of nice to just get back out. That's what happens when you get older. Gotta keep moving. Gotta keep stretching. Gotta keep walking. Sometimes you find interesting things on your hikes. Apparently someone who lived out here one time, this is what they used to keep stuff cool before we had refrigeration.
We made it to the end. Or back to the car. It's really not an end, it's a middle. We went
7.25 miles.
We're hearing thunder. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, we ended up walking past the car to do a little bit more, and then we heard some more thunder. We heard it in the distance earlier, but we decided, okay, it's getting closer. I can see it in the sky.
Yeah.
And Rogue wasn't happy.
Rogue heard the thunder and said, no, we're done. So he's in the car going, can we go home? We don't need to hike any further. Let's go back to the car. So he was very ready to jump in. But it was fun. It was nice. And my ankle is fine, not hurting. Don't even need a knee brace, not hurting. Well, we are on the way home from the hike and made it to the car, apparently just in the nick of time. All right, signing off. Have a good night.